Climate change is one of the most pressing global challenges of our time. It refers to long-term alterations in temperature, precipitation, and other atmospheric conditions on Earth. While natural climate variability has occurred throughout Earth's history, human activities in the past century, primarily the emission of greenhouse gases, have accelerated these changes. This video discusses the various impacts of climate change, ranging from environmental to social and economic consequences, and emphasizes the urgent need for mitigation and adaptation strategies. One of the most evident consequences of climate change is the global rise in temperatures. Since the late 19th century, Earth's average surface temperature has increased by approximately 1.2 degrees Celsius. This warming has numerous far-reaching environmental effects. Melting polar ice. Rising temperatures cause the polar ice caps to melt, contributing to rising sea levels. This process poses a significant threat to coastal communities, as it can lead to inundation and saltwater intrusion. Ocean acidification. Higher temperatures also affect the world's oceans, causing ocean acidification. This is detrimental to marine life, particularly coral reefs, which are vital ecosystems supporting a diverse range of species. Altered ecosystems. Many plant and animal species are unable to adapt to rapidly changing temperature regimes. This can lead to disruptions in ecosystems and increased extinction rates. Climate change is responsible for more frequent and severe extreme weather events, such as hurricanes, droughts, heat waves, and wildfires. These events have a profound impact on both the environment and human society. Increased intensity of hurricanes. Warming ocean waters provide more energy to hurricanes, leading to increased intensity and destruction when they make landfall. Prolonged droughts. Rising temperatures can exacerbate drought conditions, affecting water supply, agriculture, and ecosystems. More frequent wildfires. Extended periods of drought and higher temperatures create ideal conditions for wildfires, which can devastate forests and urban areas. The disruption of ocean currents, such as the Gulf Stream, is another environmental consequence of climate change. These currents help regulate global climate, and their disruption can have significant effects. Altered weather patterns. Changes in ocean currents can lead to shifts in weather patterns, potentially causing longer, harsher winters or hotter, drier summers. Impact on fisheries. Many commercial fisheries rely on stable ocean currents. Disruption can lead to declines in fish populations and economic consequences for the fishing industry. Climate change poses a substantial threat to global food security. Changes in temperature and precipitation patterns can disrupt agricultural systems in several ways. Crop failures. Altered weather patterns can lead to reduced crop yields, threatening global food supplies. Reduced livestock productivity. Increased temperatures and heat stress can reduce the productivity of livestock, impacting meat and dairy production. Shifting growing seasons. Changes in the timing of seasons can disrupt planting and harvesting schedules, making it difficult for farmers to plan and manage their crops. As climate change intensifies extreme weather events, the economic costs associated with these disasters have been increasing. Infrastructure damage. Hurricanes, floods, and wildfires can lead to extensive infrastructure damage, necessitating costly repairs and reconstruction. Increased insurance costs. The insurance industry has been affected by the rising frequency and severity of weather-related claims, leading to increased premiums for policyholders. Economic instability. Prolonged periods of extreme weather can disrupt supply chains, labor productivity, and economic growth, leading to instability in financial markets. Climate change can disrupt global supply chains, which are crucial for the modern economy. Extreme weather events, sea level rise, and increased temperatures can hinder the movement of goods and services. Ports and transportation. Rising sea levels can affect coastal ports, making them vulnerable to flooding and damage, disrupting the flow of goods. Energy supply. Climate-related disasters can damage energy infrastructure, leading to power outages that impact industries and communities. Impact on agriculture. Food supply chains can be disrupted due to changing weather patterns and extreme events, leading to price volatility and food shortages. Climate change is causing the displacement of populations due to a variety of factors, including sea level rise, extreme weather events, and loss of livelihoods. Climate refugees, communities living in low-lying coastal areas are particularly vulnerable to sea level rise and often have to relocate. Forced migration, droughts, wildfires, and floods can force people to leave their homes, putting pressure on regions that receive climate migrants. Conflict and resource scarcity, climate-induced displacement can lead to resource conflicts and competition for limited resources in receiving areas. The changing climate affects human health in various ways. Heat-related illnesses. More frequent heat waves can lead to heat-related illnesses and fatalities, particularly among vulnerable populations. Vector-borne diseases, altered temperature and precipitation patterns can expand the geographic range of disease-carrying vectors, such as mosquitoes, increasing the spread of diseases like malaria and dengue fever. Air pollution. Climate change can exacerbate air pollution, leading to respiratory problems and cardiovascular diseases. Mitigation involves efforts to reduce or prevent the emission of greenhouse gases, which are the primary drivers of climate change. Transition to clean energy, shifting from fossil fuels to renewable energy sources like solar and wind power can reduce emissions from the energy sector. Energy efficiency, improving energy efficiency in industries, transportation, and buildings can decrease energy consumption and emissions. Reforestation and conservation, protecting and restoring forests and natural habitats can capture carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Adaptation strategies aim to help communities and ecosystems cope with the changes that are already underway. Resilient infrastructure, building and retrofitting infrastructure to withstand climate-related disasters can reduce economic and human costs. Climate-resilient agriculture, developing agricultural practices that can adapt to changing weather patterns and protect food security. Early warning systems, implementing early warning systems for extreme weather events can save lives and reduce economic losses. Climate change's impacts are profound and wide-ranging, affecting the environment, economy, and society. Rising temperatures, extreme weather events, and displacement are just a few of the challenges we face. To mitigate and adapt to these changes, we must take immediate and sustained action, reducing greenhouse gas emissions, investing in clean energy, and implementing adaptation strategies. International cooperation is key to addressing this global crisis, and the urgency of the situation cannot be overstated. We must act now to limit the worst consequences of climate change and build a more sustainable and resilient future for all.